Mr. Donut. Yokuso Takus. We're here in Japan. We did not do our morning talk yesterday because we're big stinkers. Bummer. Back today. I don't know, time's been challenging. Times have been challenging. Like sleeping times and stuff. I'm exhausted. I'm cold and really weird sleep hours at this point. And I've been taking a bunch of naps all the time, which is not super helpful. We're back here today, though. We're going to have some Mr. Donut, and I'll talk to you guys about what we've done the last 2 days, I think it's been. And eat some Mr. Donut, which I'm pretty excited for. I got one of these too. I'm gonna have a bite, but Bree can have the rest, maybe, if she wants it. She probably does. And for our drink today, I'm kind of being basic, and I got my royal milk tea, aka Earl Grey. So let's see, let's roll back. So yesterday, we went to Umeda. Ryzen, what's up, man? Went to Umeda proper, finally. And we had lofty goals, and our lofty goals didn't work out as they do. Going to watch while you play Ark with the waifu. Ark? A-R-C? I think you mean Ark. Is it? I thought it was A-R-K. Anyway. Dinosaur game. That sounds fun. Did they do an update? So yesterday we went to the Umeda building. Not the Sky building. We wanted to do the Sky building. We didn't. We went to the malls. Because we wanted to go to the Nintendo store. We wanted to go to Ark Survival, yeah. We wanted to go to the Nintendo store. We wanted to go to the Shonen Jump store. We wanted to go to the Nintendo store, Shonen Jump. Why am I not thinking of all of them? I've lost my mind. I need to wake up more. Like I said, I've been really tired lately. Just the time of year she likes to play it. Oh, okay, so you're getting into the season. Why can I not remember what else is there? The Nintendo store. Oh, the Pokemon store, which I didn't record in. I didn't record in the Pokemon store. Bree bought some stuff at the Pokemon store, though. Just tastes like you think it would. So I went into the and then the One Piece store was there, which Ryzen wanted to see the One Piece store, so we went and checked that out. I was really bummed out because in my brain, at the Umeda station, the Shonen Jump store was on the same floor as all the other ones, and it's not. It's not even in the same building. You have to go like way down into the basement, and then go all the way like pretty far, and then go up a whole nother building, and it's just madness. Everything in Osaka is just absolutely craziness. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. I've been kind of blown away yesterday about it all. It's just kind of different. It's strange out here in a lot of ways compared to what we saw from Japan last time. Which I was telling Bree, that's kind of like the whole concept of it all, is to, go to different places so we get an idea about the whole country. Like, we can't just go to Tokyo and be like, Japan is this. Because if we've just seen Tokyo, we don't know what Japan's like. We only know what Tokyo's like. And now we know what Tokyo and Osaka's like. And it's just weird out here. It's weird. And at first it was kind of refreshing and I really liked it. And then it got to a point now where I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of tired of Osaka, which is weird because we never really got tired of Tokyo, but I'm kind of just tired of it all out here. Like, I always heard online that, I'll put this here so you guys can see it maybe. I always heard online that Osaka was supposed to be, Ohio! Hey, Liberty Jib. I always heard online that Osaka was like just super friendly and that like everyone was so nice and like super like friendly out here and more open and like, you know, really nice. And it feels like the exact opposite. I feel like the only time people have been nice, they've been super nice, like ridiculously nice, but the only time they've been that nice, like, or even nice at all to us, is when we're giving them money. Like when we're buying stuff from stores. And I've never, there's kind of this general feeling about it in Japan that you're, you know, a very obvious foreigner and that you don't really belong there. But the whole trip here, we felt like that more than anything, almost near constantly. We've been going to the Sento regularly at night, and it's like every single time I come like near anyone who's Japanese, and I'm not screwing the Sento up. Like I now have a bath towel, shampoo, soap, I have everything, you know, to just take care of business. I know what the routine is. I've been to the facility and so it's like I'm there very non-disruptively, and it's like just like my presence is just like if I go near people, they just scatter. It's just like I can't go near the same pools as them. I can't do anything. If they feel like there's any proximity of me to them, they just are leaving. And it's like everywhere we're on the train, it's like people go so far away from us. Like they'll I've always heard of like the gaijin seat, which is like an empty space next to gaijins. Like Japanese people don't like to sit next to foreigners, but like in Tokyo, people did all the time anyway, especially like if it was busy or whatever. But like out here in Osaka, it's like literally everywhere like if we're on the train, like people will literally like avoid us to an extreme. They'll leave like 2-3 seats open next to us. People will actively move themselves, even if there's just one, if there's an empty seat in between, they'll literally move and they'll shove themselves between like other people just to not sit with us or near us. And it's been really disheartening this entire trip to just be treated like that over and over again. And like I get it, I'm a foreigner, I get it that there's just a lot of goofy stuff that's going on, and it's not like I'm not like with my camera out and stuff like that. I am very respectful at stuff that I do, and I totally expect when people act like that when I have my camera, but like just me existing just seems to make the Osakan people just want to leave and go away. I feel like we're stared at just constantly out here, just nonstop. I get dirty glares all the time, and then everywhere we go, it's just busy. It's just so busy. There's just, like, and this is funny because we went to Tokyo last year, and it just didn't seem like that at all last year. It was busy, but then we had, like, quiet moments. But I just feel like we just never have a reprieve from busyness. Everywhere is just lines and people pushing, and then the culture is way different out here too. Like I knew that there was going to be like some people like, you know, day drinking, especially night drinking and stuff, but it's like people literally are just like smoking everywhere. Like there's no rhyme or reason for cigarette usage, which is really bizarre to me. they're smoking on the streets, they're smoking all over the train stations, and it's fine. Like we vape. Like I'm not knocking it, but it's just weird. And then they're drinking, like heavily drinking. Like people are just getting literally just shit face wasted. And these aren't just American. I mean, they're really not Americans. They're all basically Japanese that I'm talking about. And it's just like, we had vomit all over our train station the other day. Like when we were trying to walk out of the train station, it was just vomit everywhere. And it's weird. I've seen more cop interactions out here with people too. It is so different. Let's see. Sorry. So I haven't been reading chat here. So, okay. Kevin asked what I was tired of, and I answered that. Ryzen says you're experiencing with the metaphor MC experiences in real life. Sad to experience that. Is it a significant difference in the types of places you're going to compared to Tokyo? Not really. Like, so when we were in Tokyo, I mean, we were going to, like, we went to Shinjuku, we went to Shibuya, we went to, like, the busy, like, urban places. I mean, Osaka, I guess, was a little bit more quieter, and so maybe that was the reprieve that I felt like we had. We're down by the Tengachaya station, which I thought was kind of a quiet area. It's quite a bit south. It's like a 15-20 minute train ride south of like Namba, the big kind of party central place. But I don't know. It's interesting. I'm looking forward to the rest of our trip. So today we're going to go to the Osaka aquarium, which would be kind of nice. That's kind of up north into the west of us, quite a bit of ways. And that'll be kind of interesting, touristy obviously, but it is something we wanted to see. And then the day after that, we're going out to Awaji Island. So we're going to actually take a big train ride, like pretty far outside of Osaka. We're going to leave, we're going to go through, I think it's Umeji or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. And then Kobe, not Kyoto, Kobe. And then we're going to go just a little bit more west of that, and we're going to go to take a boat over to Awaji Island instead of taking the highway train, which I think will be a lot funner. But that should be a lot different, I'm hoping. And it's just going to be really nice to get out of... Did I hear Kobe beef? It'll be nice to get out of Osaka. I think I'm just tired of it, and it's weird to say. But yeah. So, yesterday we went to, like I was saying, Nintendo, the Shonen Jump store, the One Piece store, which, I don't know jack about One Piece. Like, I barely watched it, I didn't like it, I don't really have an interest in ever giving it another chance. And so, me being in that store was strange. I did record for a bit, but as I was recording, I saw a sign that said no recording, so I quit recording. Pretty much everywhere is like that. Hold on. Okay. All right. And yeah, it'll be refreshing tomorrow. But so today, I'll show some of the stuff that we got. Also, the day before yesterday, because I usually talk about what we did the day before, and I missed yesterday's stream. I went to Denden Town, which is the Akihabara of Japan, or of Osaka, of Japan. Akihabara is the Akihabara of Japan. It's the Akihabara of Osaka. And we got to look at a whole bunch of cool stuff. Really good show to put on in the background. So, and then the other thing too is I've been trying to live stream out here, and last time we weren't able to, and I spent a ton of money and got all this stuff set up to do some stuff this year, and it still doesn't work. So all I'm going to be able to do is these morning streams when we're on like a stable connection at home. And so I'm sorry, I really wanted to be like out on the streets with you guys and be like, hey, look at this cool place we're at, and I I can't do it. It's just not working. I keep testing and trying, and it's just not working. Oh, One Piece, like, not pay full attention to it. Well, it was... Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, some stuff I got in Den Town. We'll talk about that first. I ran into something amazing, and if any of you guys like SMT and I'm sending you a gift, you're going to get a special extra surprise in your gift. So I ran into a gacha machine in front of the Animate right away, and at the gacha machine, they literally have Shin Megami Tensei rings. And so, you know me, I'm a total crazy dude. They're really cool rings. They're actually nice and thick and like well built. But I spent a ton of money on the gacha machine, and I just kept pulling Jack Frosts over and over and over again. So I have a number of these Jack Frosts to give out to some of the gifts that I send you guys. I did, the other one that I got a couple of is Pyro Jack. So I think I got a couple of these guys. And I'm going to go get more too. And then I only got one of him. And I know his name starts with a C, and for some reason I always forget his name, even though he's like a main party in 5 for me. But we got this boy too. There's also DeCabria, and which I always probably say that name wrong. And yeah, the drop rates are brutal. But I mean, that's gacha for you, period. Like, even the physical machines are just as bad as the online ones in most cases. And so there's a Black Frost that I really want too, and I think there's one more. I don't have the little sheet for him, but anyway, I'm going to do a bunch more polls, and any of the extras that I have that Bree doesn't want and that I have extra of, I will add into our packages that we send out. I'm not sending that many packages this year, though, so that is what it is. I got some blind boxes for Chainsaw Man, and I ended up pulling Chainsaw Man. This is an acrylic. These cut out and then stick into the base. They also have keychains. But I got these really cool little acrylics. And honestly, I like to put these on my desk at work. I have like a little spot at work where I put them on my desk. And then I got Himeno, which is also a really great character. These are the last 2 that were left. I would have bought more, but they literally just had these 2. So I got those. I got a present for a friend that we go to SacreCon with every year, Robert. And we got this really cool My Hero Academia acrylic. And if you can tell, she has like the sparkles and stuff in her. And she's really thick, and she has a really thick base too that goes with her. So this is actually really well done. Yeah, did I say? Sorry, I meant to say Toga. If I did not say Toga, but yeah, this one's really cool. Robert is a really big fan of Toga, so I saw that and I said I should totally get her that. Or get him that. What is wrong with me? I really am really tired today. Oh, she thick. The acrylic is thick, gentlemen. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, another thing that surprised me. Oh, hey, Eric. I liked your drawing the other day. That was really cool. I like the cat version of it, too. I meant to show Bree. So, this is very time relatable. But I found this huge section for Metaphor. So, yay, Last Dinosaur. So, I got this bag for Metaphor, which is really cool. And I also got, I feel like I got something else that I don't know what it is. So weird. Anyway, I got this, and it was packaged up, and I didn't know what it was. I liked the artwork on it, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. But I couldn't figure out at all what it was or what it could be. And there was a bunch of different pictures, and so I didn't know if it was like a USB device or like what. So I said, I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna get this. And I probably should have known what it was, because I think some people probably think this is pretty obvious. But for me, as a man, especially, I was like, what? So it's literally just a pocket mirror. There you guys are. There's me. We're Inception now. Yeah, it's just a double-sided pocket mirror. So I told Bree she could have it. That's pretty cool. And then the clerk, who yelled at me for having a camera on my neck, by the way. It wasn't even recording. He was pretty upset. But he... oh, you didn't expect that? Oh, okay. So it wasn't just me. He came back and he said that he had some gifts for me. I think I have something in my teeth. Chocolate! Got chocolate in my teeth. That's a fun part about being live, right? So he came back. See, I thought it was pencil lead maybe too. That was my other thing. Either USB or like pencil lead. No, pocket mirror. So he gave me, they have like kind of a random gosha of stickers that you get for buying Metaphor merch. So I got some, my gosha pull was Grias, Juna, and then, lucky me, the MC. I'm probably going to go back and buy some more stuff. They had some really cool stuff. I recorded it in a video before they yelled at me, which has kind of been an ongoing theme. Last year it was like that too, and we got a lot of, it was hard to make videos out here without being a dick. Like, you can do it because a lot of the Japanese people won't say anything to you. Looks like Aigis and Minato mixed together. Yeah, I guess it is kind of true. I didn't think about that. But yeah, so we just were running into that. It's like all the stuff I want to film or try to film to make videos and stuff for, I just am running into roadblocks, and I'm not gonna be like a lot of TikTokers and stuff will just come out here and people will be like, no, and they'll just keep doing it anyway, or they'll ignore it or whatever. It's a shame you're already tired of it there. Osaka is a bit less eventful. Well, there's a lot of cool stuff that's going on. I don't know. I just feel like we're just not welcome out here unless we're just spending money, and then it's just like a fake, like, happiness. And then everywhere we go, it's like I just feel like I have, like, leprosy or something. It wasn't of them not liking recording stuff. Is there a main reason for it? Privacy, yeah. If you ever notice in my videos that I did from last year, a lot of the videos that I shot last year for the page were kind of interesting because I tried that. We have a lot of weird shots, and it's because I was trying to avoid people. And the couple times that I did kind of get people, you'll see people do like this, or like sometimes you'll see people like cover up or move away from the camera to try to hide themselves, and then you'll see me just stop recording immediately or like throw my camera down because I want to be as unevasive as possible when I'm filming. But a lot of stores will they'll just flat out like hunt you down if you're recording and be like, burr, 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 and they'll like, usher you away. The one thing that's super, super interesting about Osaka though, compared to Tokyo, is holy crap, is the English literacy down here way higher. Or at least they're way more comfortable speaking English. I've had a lot of really weird interactions because when I was in Tokyo, we pretty much had to speak Japanese. So we had to figure out what they were saying in Japanese, and then we had to have some sort of reply in Japanese or some way of replying to them in most cases. In a lot of the places we were at, I guess the smaller places and stuff were like that. And a lot of it ended up with like pointing and stuff like that at different things. But like in Osaka, like people will literally just start speaking full ass English to me, a lot. And it's funny because I kind of am still defaulting to speaking Japanese. So then I end up in these weird situations where I spoke to this lady in Japanese for a period of time, and then all of a sudden I didn't understand something she said, and then she realized that I didn't actually speak Japanese like at all, and so she was like, oh, and then she figured out how to say it in English to me, and I was like, and then I went back to Japanese, and then she went back to Japanese, and then I was like, oh. Like, so it's like almost, sometimes it's almost more confusing to speak Japanese than just to speak English with them, which kind of makes me feel lazy though. I like the idea of having like that kind of challenge of trying to figure it out, and my Japanese, every time I come out here, I get way better at like pronouncing things and how to say things and how to have smoother interactions in a smaller part when I'm out here. And here it just is like, if the second you don't get it, they just go right to English and they speak it very well, which is cool. Like if you're a foreigner, that's great. And if that's, you know, like your first trip or something, but I personally, I kind of like to try to at least speak. Let's see. So yeah, so it's just, there's a lot of privacy concerns with recording, and they're very conservative about their privacy. In fact, I'm pretty sure legally they like to blur faces that aren't agreed. So let's read here. So Marcelo said, especially with the F-ton of Brazilians living in Osaka. Friend of mine lives there, is an external director at Dentsu. I don't know what Dentsu is. That's cool though. Let's see here. It says, haha, and Noctis says, I learned Japanese back in the 90s, but I forgot 90% of it. Marcelo says, lots of Brazilians there. Noctis says, yeah, I know that's an issue unless you discuss it first and the manager clears it beforehand. Even then, I don't know how you arrange that. I wish I never gave up trying to learn Japanese. Yeah, I was really big into it when I was younger, and then I've kind of fallen back into it in the last year or so. We can interact in stores, basically, is what we're best at. And I can understand some stuff. I'm getting to a point now where I kind of get the gist of things. The other thing about being unliked, and one of my fun experiences I had was when we were at the Sento the first night. A young man came in and went to the front desk and was very loudly expressing how he hated that there was gaijin in the Sento and that we were all pieces of shit, basically, and was just went off for quite a period of time talking about how we're disgusting and dirty and disruptive and shitty to be in the Sento. And he wasn't in the Sento area, he was just in the front desk area, but I very clearly heard him, and that was adorable. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to do my best. I was wondering why Duolingo kept getting me to learn how to say Brazil in Japanese. The office is in Minato-ku, Tokyo, but he lives in Osaka. Brajiru. Oh, that's cool. It is what it is. I mean, I could get upset all day about it. I just, I get it too at the same time. Like, I was telling this story with Bree about how, like, I'm from Montana, like small town Montana. And in Montana, we have had an influx of Californians come in. And we perceive Californians in a certain way because a lot of them come in a pretty specific way. Like a lot of Californians come to Montana because they have like 80 million-dollar mansions or houses, and it's tiny in a small little place. And they're not racist, they're xenophobic. Xenophobic is a much, much better way of explaining the Japanese issue with foreigners, in my opinion. I think it's much more about xenophobia, much less about racism. But anyway, so in Montana, we have this small place, and we have Californians come in, and a lot of them sell their like $1 million places, and they come to Montana, and they don't know anything about Montana. They just saw that it was this beautiful place, and that it has all this land, and that they can get all this stuff, and everything's so much cheaper, and they have all this money if they go out there, and they can work, commute, telecommute. And so they buy these giant mansions, and they clear cut all this land, and they come in and they buy all this stuff, and in some towns it has destroyed the economy, and people who have lived there their entire lives, raised generation after generation, end up kind of losing everything that they knew. And it's a lot of change, and change is hard for people, and it makes people very frustrated. And when people have negative effects from that, they become very disenchanted with the idea of foreigners coming in, like Californians coming in, outsiders coming in. And so you'll get a lot of people in Montana that talk really poorly about Californians and say how horrible they are. They're just terrible people. And they talk in these big generalities because they've seen negative effects from an influx of them coming in. And there's a lot of things that have destroyed small town economies. I agree with that too. It's just some examples I'm bringing. I'm speaking in wild generalities to try to get kind of the concept of how the Japanese might be feeling, I guess. I'm trying to walk in their shoes more than just feel like I'm some injured victim. And so and I'm not saying it's right to treat people like that, and I'm not saying that I'm happy about how I feel about how I feel like I'm being treated. However, I think that there's reasons why people feel the way that they feel, and I think that Osaka, Tokyo, Japan is just the same, and I think it's all kind of just the same. They get like that, and they start making, sweeping generalities about people. And so, me, I come in and I try to be non-disruptive, and I try to do my best, and they just don't care for it. They don't want to accept it. They have their predispositions about it, and I just have to realize that that's what it is, and I'm not going to be able to just fix that. It's my town is like that too. At least 60% of people here are non-native. That makes sense. California people are doing the same in Mexico. There's a lot of things that are destroyed in small town economies. Reminds me of Adam complaining about all the New Yorkers moving to this area and being obnoxious. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons, and sometimes people oversimplify what the problem is. I agree. Though at the same time, I've also I don't go back to Montana very much. And when I do, I notice quite a bit of changes that have happened. An example is the last time I went to the ski resort that we have, and I've gone to the ski resort. I've been skiing there since I've been able to walk. And I've gone every year up until the point that I moved out to Washington. And it's generally been really cool out there. There's always been a lot of, everyone's been really nice to each other, kind, respectful. There's kind of a order, with lines. If people are in a line, nobody cuts in the line. Nobody kind of disrupts anything. And that even includes children and stuff like that. They need to obey the rules as well. And I had this really weird experience where I was standing in this line, and I heard these two guys talking about how they came from the Bay and they sold their houses to come out to live in Montana. And then I heard some other people talking about it. And then those people all started talking together because they all found something in common. And then pretty much the whole line was talking about it. And then that happened 3 more times in different chairlift lines. And I kind of realized that Montanans weren't really in the minority or the majority anymore. And there was these kids that came by and knocked over an old man and cut in line, and somebody in line berated the kids for doing so, and then that guy was like yelled at by a whole bunch of the mostly what I assume to be Californians for berating these kids, and yeah. It was just kind of a weird experience that I don't think I normally would have ever seen if there wasn't an influx of outsiders in, and I don't think that change was for the better. And I think it's just little scenarios like that that people see, and they kind of look at that, and they start to oversimplify based off of seeing a multitude of those kind of things. People have this habit of seeing things a lot, and then thinking that's like every scenario. I don't know how to explain that better. Just start quoting Kamen Rider and they'll feel bad about themselves. The Carnegie Mellon Robotics Academy is here and a lot of Asians attend it. Outside of the main city, people are like really fearful that they are trying to take over. I don't know. People are being people. I guess we're kind of going outside of what I was trying to talk about originally, but it's a very big, very complex issue, and it is also in Japan as much as it is in anywhere else in the world. It's irrational, but the fear is greater among those types since Nippon Steel bought Pittsburgh Steel. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I could see how that would affect it. Anyway, moving on to happier topics, because we've gotten dark here all of a sudden, and weirdly political. Went to the Shonen Jump store. Now, it was not easy getting to the Shonen Jump store. It was a big pain in the butt. But I got some fun things. I'll open this guy right now. If I can find his flap here. So, last year I saw this piece of merch. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Last year I bought this piece of merch, or I saw this piece of merch, and I was thinking about buying it, and I didn't, and I don't know why. For a whole year, this has just lived rent-free in my head, and so I had to get it. I had to get the Demon Slayer bird, because he's awesome. It's just like a backpack charm, and he's actually way bigger than what I'd normally want in a backpack charm, but he's a pretty cool thing to get. So I got the Demon Slayer messenger bird. It's just kind of fun. And he has little felt feet. So that was one of the things I got. I really wanted Kaiju number 8 stuff so bad. I've been really into Kaiju number 8. And I wanted it so bad, and they had, like, almost nothing. And I guess Kaiju number 8 out here, it's, like, was big as a manga when it first came out, and then, like, the manga kind of goes into a way where it's just a lot of fighting and cataclysmic events. And I think it turned a lot of people off. So it's not quite as big, but I did get this cool bag, which I'm replacing with my normal bag. So this was kind of cool. This was kind of one of the merch pieces that they actually had. Cover up my receipts. No. Oh. That's the other thing I got. I forgot. I got this coin pouch for Metaphor 2, which is pretty cool coin pouch. And it opens up like both ways. So you can use it as a sleeve, or you can just like look at all your monies that you have and grab what you need and then seal it back up, which makes it incredibly handy. I haven't seen see-through plastic like that in a while. I don't know, it's a nice pouch. I like it. Holds my monies well. Oh, you were talking about kaiju. We're probably delayed a little bit. You're talking about kaiju. Yeah, the kaiju clear through pouch is super rare. I haven't seen that nice blue translucent color. Mind you, the 90s, yeah, right? Oh yeah, I could send you some coins. Yeah, we always have excess coins for sure. Okay, Zyler's in here. Zyler, I need your help. I went to the Capcom store and I was trying to buy Rockman stuff for Jace. And everything that they had was for something called Rockman EXE. What the heck is Rockman EXE? Oh, you're wondering what I was munching on? Oh, these are the donuts. I just ripped I like these donuts. They're kind of fun because you can kind of pull them off in little sections. These have crunchy tops to them, which is kind of fun. So there's strawberry, and then they have kind of like a pop rock crunchy thing. Or like a Fruity Pebbles. Like crunched up Fruity Pebbles. Okay, I like raisin. That's good. EXE is from the Battle Network spinoffs. Yeah, it's like everything is EXE right now. I got them for Jace, but I don't really know what they are. So, hopefully they're cool. I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. The other thing I forgot to mention, they're redesigns of classic Mega Man characters. Oh, cool. So we got this for Riley, and I don't think I can, I don't think it'll work. Well, I can kind of do it. I can kind of do it. Here we go. You can kind of see her for a second there. It's Nezuko. See Nezuko? Yeah, so that was cool. We got that to work. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that. It looks really good in real life. It doesn't look that junky, but it's a little Demon Slayer box, and if you look through the peephole up at a light, you'll see Nezuko just hanging out in her little box being cute. So I thought Riley would like that a lot. I also got her we got her some of these little Sanrio treats, and you break the outsides off of them, and then you have just the little figure that you can eat. I thought she'd like those too. For those of you that don't know, Riley is her 9-year-old little daughter. Oh my god, cinema roll. Yep, cinema roll. Okay. So Capcom every year has these cool bags you can get. So I got one of the cool bags. I don't know why these matter, but they're cool. And then for my badge at work, I had to get this. You can't go wrong with that. I always have to get something Ace Attorney when I go to the Capcom store every single time. They also had these little, a handle that you could hold. No Breath of Fire. There was no Breath of Fire at all, period. In fact, I would say 99% of the store, you'll see the video. I have a video. 99% of the store, 90% of the store is Monster Hunter. It's all Monster Hunter. And I don't really play Monster Hunter, so yeah, they barely had anything. And this is one of the 4 Ace Attorney things. And they usually have way more Ace Attorney stuff, or at least they did last year. I should say not usually. It's not like I'm an expert. I went one time last year. They had some Ghost Trick stuff again too, which was surprising. But yeah, it's pretty much all just Monster Hunter. Everything's just completely Monster Hunter. Capcom is it's their bread and butter in Japan, I guess. And I think has been for a while. My friend's a huge Monster Hunter fan. He's always talking about it. Yeah, Monhun is a staple franchise for people there. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, so the other thing that they have a bunch for, and I think because it's like around Halloween time, is Resident Evil. And I got some really fun Resident Evil stuff. I'm not even the biggest Resident Evil fan, but I think this is so cool. So, they're promoting a new game that's coming out soon. Well, so not only are they promoting the new game, they're also promoting the event that's at Awaji Island, which we're going to tomorrow. I know, they need to bring Breath of Fire back. It was such a good series when it was good. Not the last game, but the rest were great. Anyway, so I got a bunch of Resident Evil stuff, because I have a nostalgia for it. And so I got this spray bottle, and it says on it, Una Tirofa First Aid Recovery Spray. And it's like a little spray bottle. And what's really cool about it is you can put anything you want in it, but it's made to put, you're supposed to fill a little bit of alcohol in it, like isopropyl alcohol or, like peroxide, or not peroxide because that's too foamy, but just like a first aid spray. So it's a first aid spray that's actually like real. You can actually use. So then, to continue with the Resident Evil healing streak, I got some bath salts. Some bath salts. That sounds weird. Some bath powder. I got some bath powder. And these are the best bath powders ever. I have to say, the branding is on point. Green herbs bath powder. But wait, blue herbs bath powder. But wait, yellow herbs bath powder. This made me so happy. I was like, these are literally the best. They could not have done a smarter idea for that branding. It's just perfect. No red herbs. They had no red herb. I'll go back and look again, but there's no red. Green, blue, and yellow. Okay. Nintendo store. No, I didn't. There was no red. I didn't see red there. I haven't been able to make a bath since I was 10. You're too tall. You've been cursed to forever take showers. I don't know what you do at 6'5" out here, bro. I'm not even kidding. So today, I count these every time because it's a running joke with me and Bree. Today was my 5th time hitting my head on the door frame. And 4 out of 5 of those door hits were all the bathroom door. This guy right here. Let's see if I can turn it over. No, wrong way. That stupid door right there. I just keep beating my head. So, if I had to guess, if I had to put a wild guess to it, I would say that door frame at its height is probably 5'10", maybe 5'11". And I just cannot stop beating my head on the damn thing. Every single time, I always forget. That room looks cool. The door is cool. It's a bathroom. It's literally just the bathroom. All the homes were made for hobbits. Well, you're 6'5". Everything has to be made for hobbits. Like I said, I'm like 6 foot or 6'1" or something. I can't remember. I was told I was 6 foot. Last time I was at the doctor, they measured me 6'1", and I'm like, I did not grow. That'd be weird. What else did I... Oh, Nintendo store. I was telling you about the cool Nintendo stuff. You're 5'11". You're perfect. You're perfect in the door frames. So, one of the things Nintendo does is they have like this Gashapon machine that has like these fidgets for different video game consoles, and there's like a whole bunch of them in the sets. And so I did my pull, and I got the Nintendo 64 one, the buttons. So I got the Nintendo 64 buttons. I really wanted the Super Nintendo one, or the Famicom. The Famicom is the one that I really want. But I said I'd be happy with the Super Nintendo as well, because they have the US Super Nintendo. But then I also got the joystick. So it's really cool. These are basically made like pretty much identically to how they made the actual controllers. You're supposed to be 6'3". What happened? What happened? And so these are just the best. Welcome in, John. I love these things. And then I was lucky enough to get the SNES. I'm so happy. I love these things. And they're really fun to fidget on. They're really cool. And they're pretty darn... they feel about as close as I remember the original controllers feeling like, which is pretty cool. I think that's a neat thing to do. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. Okay. So now we got a bunch of stuff from Nintendo. Severe scoliosis. Oh, you're jelly of the fidget toys. So I got Splatoon shirt. The Splatoon shirt's really cool. So I got a short sleeve and a long sleeve. The bottom has these little splats. I like Splatoon stuff. I think they're fun, and I like how bright and colorful they are. Sadly, this is a 2XL, and I was like, oh, perfect for me. And then I didn't really think about that it was a Japanese 2XL, so it's not. I'll have to wear it later. I got a long sleeve version too, and the long sleeve version has stuff on the sleeves, which is kind of cool. You guys probably have seen a bunch of videos. Japanese 2X is well small. Yeah, I would say a Japanese 2X is pretty similar to like an American large. Last year I had the Splatoon hat, and so I got the Salmon Run hat this year, and this one has some cool features on it. So it's got the Salmon Run thing there, but then check this out. It's got this like little pushy dot. Today is the 5th anniversary of One Punch Man Season 2 English dub. Ooh, cool. So it's got this little pushy dot, and then it also has kind of like this rubberized patch here too, which is pretty cool. And then the bill's neat too. So yeah, the Splatoon stuff's pretty cool. I love my hat from last year, and it's still in really good shape. So these are good hats, and I thought I'd buy another one just for fun. I'm wearing one pair of these already, but I got some Zelda socks. I bought some last year, and they're some of my favorite socks, so I decided to get some cool ones. Yeah, the hat's really well made. Like it's robust. The one that I had last year was made really well, and this one seems even better. So I'm actually really excited for that. These are nice thick socks too, which is really nice. The other pair I have is gray, and like I said, I'm wearing them right now, so I'm not gonna show you my feet. You guys don't need to be. I don't need to suffer you through that. Bree got a present for Riley and got her some Kirby Slippers. Show us your feet. What? Oh, I was saying that one of my socks is on my feet, and I said I'm not going to show my feet. And so Eric was like, "Show me your feet." And then Bree last year got this bag, and so we had to get her a new one because they made a better version of it. It's the Splatoon bag, and it's one of those single strap bags.
Right?
Yeah, you can have that. You can also have this.
I want that one.
As long as you give me a bite of it. Are you taking that in the bathroom? Put that back. You do not take food to the bathroom. I shouldn't have to tell you that. Anyway, this bag's really cool, and it's really super well made. The one that she had last year was pretty similar, but it was a lot smaller. And
It's right over there.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
Where? Hold on just one second. I'll show you it. I wonder if a VR headset would fit in that. I don't think it's quite that big.
Yeah, it's on one of the hooks over there.
Ah. Oh, there it is. Okay. So ignore the little dangly Japanese things, the Pikmin and the cat bus. But this was the bag from last year. And they still sell this bag too.
I didn't see it.
I did.
Oh.
So they sell this, but then this is the new one. And the new one's way cooler. I think the new one's great, so we had to get it. I don't know what kind of pouches it has in it. Oh, cool. Yeah, so it has some different pouches. You can hang stuff here, like your keys on the inside, or your wallet, or your pass, or whatever. You have a little pouch here. It's padded in the back. Yeah, no, they're both great bags. They're both great bags. I just think they've improved it a little bit. The size and the form factor
like
of this
this
one are
year's
nice.
I like the salmon run one.
Yeah, the salmon run one's great. They're both good, but I think the salmon run is a little bit more comfy and everything too. And then, let's see. Bree got one of these herself. Oh yeah, so this was the other thing I got Jace, and I'm going to open this up. So the only thing I could find that was like more standard Mega Man was a Gasha pole. Oh, it's a acrylic stand. Okay, cool. I'll try to move his chain. So yeah, we got this guy. It was a Gasha pole. If I go back there, I might try that again. I know I love the Sinnes. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'm hoping he likes these. I don't think he knows what EXE is at all. Did you slobber all over this? How hungry were you? This is yours. I don't want the rest of that. You've made a mess of it. I think that's it, actually. I think that was everything. Oh, I can show you guys. Bree used the bath bomb for Kaiju number 8. So I'll show you. Bree calls it her bath buddy. No farting. We're live. You still didn't drain the tub. Okay. Bless you, Bree. Oh my god, it's bubble lead. Is that a good one? I don't know. So this was our Kaiju number 8 bath bomb we had. And it broke down into a little version of our commander. If you guys know Kaiju number 8. If you don't, it's just a cute little anime figure. I guess you can put them on keychains. It's kind of neat. Stop focusing on my face. Oh, okay, what time is it? It is 11:19. So, we had all these lofty goals for our trip this year. And it turns out that we're just old. And I just really never got set. Oh, I love that rental you got. If I lived in Japan, I'd be in something like that. This is literally the best place. I have never had a cooler place than this. I would love to live in a little place like this. I'd be so happy. This is like perfect for us too. We just have to condense some of our stuff. But, yeah, so we haven't been, like, we had plans to do, like, multiple things a day. We've gotten most of the things done that we wanted to get done. We didn't get them all done. We do have extra days soon. Today we're going to the Osaka Aquarium, and I'm going to film that. So I have a lot of videos, by the way. Most of the videos I ended up doing, I do like an intro, and then you get to like walk with me. So it's like a first person perspective of us like checking out different stores and the different items in the stores and stuff like that. I got some really cool shots of Dotonbury in the day and the night. What else have I got? A bunch of stuff. I've gotten all sorts of cool stuff. There's a lot of neat stuff. I'm very excited for the videos. The aquarium's supposed to be, I think at one time it was like the biggest aquarium in the world. I think that's right, but don't quote me on it. It's very big. They have a whale shark in a giant tank. So we're going to head out there today. I had lofty goals to do all this other stuff. Probably not going to happen. At best, we'll play pachinko and get some okonomiyaki tonight. Okonomiyaki. And do the aquarium. I don't think we're going to do much more than that. I'm not going to lie. Just don't become a freaky fish man. Become, oh man, why can't I remember the name of that game right now? I can see the picture of the game. What is the name of that game? It was for the Dreamcast. You had the weirdo fish guy you had to take care of. I know someone here knows the name of it. I played it before a lot. I used to like it. What is the name of it? That's really going to bother me right now. While I wait for someone to tell me what the name of that game is, here's the rest of the Mega Man figures that I could have got. George Takei was in it. What is the name of the weird fish game? Try to hide my bald. I'm hiding my bald. What is the name of the weird Dreamcast fish game? Okay, Siri. What is the name of the weird Dreamcast fish game?
Hey Siri.
Seaman. Seaman, that's the name of it. Seaman. I should totally have remembered that because it's also a funny joke.
What was that noise?
That was me being dumb. Yeah, so Osaka Aquarium today. Hopefully pachinko tonight. We've heard that there's a Made in Abyss pachinko machine, and in the Made of Abyss pachinko machine, they play cutscenes of the animation that was cut. I just googled it and the images or something. Yeah, it's a very, very unique game. It's a game. I've been thinking about streaming it sometime because I just think it would be funny. Shoot, I forgot what I was saying.
Made in Abyss.
Oh yeah, there's supposed to be a Made in Abyss pachinko machine that has scenes from the anime that never made it into the actual anime, or that were like, I don't know, alternate stories or something like that. So Bree's gonna try to find that, but I know for a fact the one near us has, what is it called? Hoshinoko? No, it's not called Oshinoko. Oshinoken. The Fist of the North Star. I never played that. I'm only vaguely familiar with it. So yeah, Fist of the North Star pachinko machine is what I'm going to play. I don't know if they'll let me record. I'm going to guess no. but we'll see. We'll see if they let me, just with the neck camera. But I'm pretty sure Hokuro no Ken. Yeah, that's right. Hokudo no Ken. You're already dead. So I'm going to try to play that pachinko machine, and then we'll get some okonomiyaki. Tomorrow, there'll be no morning stream tomorrow, because holy crap, like it's like an hour and a half to get out there. We're just going to have to wake up and hustle out there. And then you probably won't see us. We'll see if the Ryokan has Wi-Fi, but I'm doubting it. I'm doubting we're going to be able to stream out there, but we'll try. If not, it might be like 3 or 4 days before we come back with another one of these videos. stay tuned for more of them. And then I'm really excited to do these trips. So see you, Kevin. And we're going to go too. So I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, I'm looking forward to more of this. And I appreciate talking with y'all and showing off our fun trip that we're doing. So see you later. Bye.